Okay. Get my belongings down in this corner. Can't even grab them though. Oh, I didn't notice that. They are... Oh, they're already loaded in. Whoa, look at all this going on. Whoa, I can only tap on it once. Really? So I mean, I have to basically... What this suggests is I have to get everything set up. And then, once it's all set up, it has to work. And we're talking 4 arrows here? That's a hard one. I can't believe that's true. I think I have to push blocks. But then I can't get any of these things in there. This is a weird one. What I thought maybe was I'm pushing, but then that's 1, 2. Then I would, no, I wouldn't be able to step on them. They'd still disappear and die. I need to somehow get to that. I need to take it out of that. Whoops. Still can't get to it. You can't push it in first. It has to first stab before you can actually access that. This one's already in there. So I have to think here. I feel like if seriously the reality is I have 1 chance. So if this entire thing here is to communicate to me, you have to do a lot of work before you have one. You can only shoot it once. Then what that means is, and I know that this arrow goes and stops, and then whatever's on it will die. Obviously, what that means is that this arrow right here, I have. Okay, so basically, this is what my brain's thinking. If this is true, and there is no like sneaky, puzzly thing that will actually let me step on this more than once, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna trust that that's what the designers have done. That they haven't placed these pillars here as like a red herring type thing, where they're like, we want you to think that you can only cross it once, but reality is you can, and that becomes the puzzle. It might be revealed later that that's the case, but right now I'm just going to force my brain to imagine that this is reality. I have 1 chance, and so the puzzle is now, how do I change everything in these arrows so that I can get my belongings onto this arrow right here? How do I do that? Here's the weird thing. What's the point of all these arrows, if that's the case? What's the point of having all of these arrows? If all I'm trying to do is get my belongings from here, and then here's another stupid thing. There's no way of... I would have to first fire these arrows so that I can load this one up. This is a weird one. Holy crap, this one's weird. I'm just playing around right now. I feel like I have to make a bridge here. But then I can't. These pillars here. Yeah, so I just can't believe that this is the reality. I have to be able to get over these pillars. And I think I can, just right here. I just did. Okay, so now that, no, you can't. I can't step on the pillars because they're on fire or something. Okay, so I got one here. Okay, so I got one here. So I was able to get one up here. I'm still pretty lost what I'm supposed to do here. This one seems pretty dang complicated. No, hold on. I don't want to do that. I want to do it this way. I'm all like, oh, I know what's going. Like, I still have no clue. My brain's not like, oh, I'm trying to solve the puzzle. I'm not trying to solve the puzzle now. I'm just playing, 100% playing. I'm not exploring a solution. Nothing. I have no idea where this is going. What I do know is that this allows me to skip so that I could press it once, come back, and press it again. So I press it once, that releases everything. I reorganize everything so that I get my belongings into the right arrow place. I press it again. For example, if I were gonna do this correctly again, I would need to bring this thing here so that when I press this, I can pick up my belongings. But I gotta figure out a way back. Now I do know that I can do that, and I do know that this will not break. Okay. So then I could come back by, in theory, could do something like this. And I would be able to walk across. If there was another double one, it's very evident that the only way I'm coming back is if there's two double long ones. Now the problem with this particular path is once this all is based on me being able to go once, come back, and then come back again. I have to return to it twice. Twice. I have to return to it twice. But all I can do is just keep going, even though none of it sounds real. Even though I have no idea of what I'm doing, but this is kind of how you understand. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just wrapping my head around this environment. I'm learning everything that is possible to be learned from this environment, and then that will allow me to once my brain is aware of what is possible, it can I can't remember. I can't imagine this working. I can't imagine getting 2 long ones down there. I can do 1, but I can't imagine doing 2. So I can. Double one. Oh my god, this doesn't make any sense at all. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, can I grab this? I haven't explored that quite that much, so let's see. Because if I do another double one, I'm going to be too far on top of it. Grab it either. I think it looks like it's designed to not be grabbable. Which means I've got to somehow. The only potential way of exploration is this, figuring this section out. Weirdly enough, I think there's only 2 other puzzles I haven't done yet, and I think both of them have these pillars like in this weird, like seemingly restrictive position. And so there seems to be a theme. If you have pillars that give the illusion that they're trying to keep me from being able to bring blocks into this certain area, then I can't solve that puzzle. Like, I don't know how to navigate pillars. Weird. I know I have to get my belongings into this arrow right here. That much I do know. How would I? If you think about it. No. I don't necessarily have to get my belongings into it, but I have to put my arrow, I have to get my belongings in the way of a box that is here. So this arrow right here is going to send my belongings to the fire. They can be in the way of a box, or they can get in there themselves. So if it makes more sense. But still, first of all, I don't know how to do that. Okay, but then on top of all that, it's this thing over here. Like, the puzzle itself could just be, how do you get something into this arrow right here? But it's like, okay, that on top of that, this is a pretty overwhelming puzzle. It feels like there's so many different things that I have to do. It feels like there's multiple puzzles in one puzzle, and that makes understanding where to go pretty hard. I cannot imagine being able to get more than one box. I don't know how I'd get more than one box over. I don't know how I'd do it. I'm so clueless there. The thing is, even if I got more than one double long box, is it even possible? Is it even possible God, fine. Is it even possible? My strategy says I have to. My strategy is saying that I have to come here, manipulate everything, come back. So I have to figure out a way to allow a back and forth here. An indefinite bridge. An eternal bridge. There's no way if... Okay, so there's 3. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. So what? First trip, 1 goes away. Second trip, 1 more goes away. Third trip, the final goes away. Is that what's going on here? And I have to use every one of these arrows somehow. All 4 of these arrows obviously have to be are part of the solution. I don't even know how to use this one, and I don't know how I'm using this one. No clue. No clue. No fucking clue. Honestly, I'm starting to think I understand. Somehow. So it has nothing to do with getting boxes over here. It's one try. And it's some type of chain reaction. As titled by the freaking puzzle. So it's some type of organizing everything here. Yeah, so there is no, don't figure this part out. Ignore this. You're only going over there once. So it's about just figuring out the chain reactions. So right now, all I want to do is figure out how I can get this box to hit this and then get moved somewhere. This box, my belongings have to hit this box, and then this arrow is going to shoot him somewhere. Okay, so that's that. How can I make that happen? I got to solve that puzzle first. And then that's going to cause... This is going to... And then somehow... That's going to cause this little thing... interfere this little back and forth. So the first thing I gotta solve is this one right here. The thing is, I have no idea. Like, nothing makes sense, so I'm just doing every possible permutation with the hopes of just finding the right one. That arrow caught this box. Which makes no sense. How did it not get... How did it not get stuck? It should have got knocked off by the pole. Okay, I still don't know how to solve this one. This one needs to somehow... here. I feel like it's something super wacky. Now that I know that this is what it is, I'm just going to explore all sorts of different scenarios. This solution kind of reminds me of the there's one water one where it's just a matter of exploring until it just all clicks. Nope. There's no way my brain can actually figure this out without just what's happening right now. Okay, so that disappears before. Confused with this one. I'm just praying that at some point all this playing will kind of reveal the solution to me. I gotta focus on one thing. This. I got to get my belongings somewhere into this chain reaction thing. Shoot. What am I not exploring here? Okay, so it's hitting, this one's hitting it first. This one, hitting it first. Don't know why I'm doing this again. Don't know why, but I'm doing it. I don't know how to get my belongings here. Don't know how to do it. No idea how to do it. Doing all this playing, but I'm not getting anywhere near with this one. I can't even imagine a scenario where this would. It can't hit this in time for this arrow to get it. This arrow's gone before it hits it. No idea. Made a little bit of progress here, but I don't know. This was a really funky one. I still believe with all my heart that I just got to figure out how to get this box to get smacked by this arrow. But here's the thing. The whole point is I need to get this box over here. And if there isn't a box here, but the thing it's timing. This is what I don't get. I don't get how I'm supposed to get that. This is way too weird. I guess I need to bring it out. If I bring it out because this thing is a bit longer, maybe it'll catch this. Maybe the thing will catch it right here. Maybe it's designed specifically so that if it's a single box, by the time my belongings get to this square, this box is already gone if it's single. But if my belonging gets to this square in time, this box will catch it. This has to be it. Still no. Oh. I don't know, man. Seriously. I don't know what else you could do here. How can you delay this arrow? Whoa! I just delayed that arrow. Okay. The logic's starting to take hold. Because I'm standing on the pressure plate, it just keeps firing. So what happened was, when I stepped on the pressure plate, that arrow on the far right fired, but it couldn't go anywhere because that double long box that's kind of wedged into this little crevice was blocking it. But then it got, when my belongings came, pushed it in, that released the pressure, and so that far right arrow could shoot. And now with the belongings in its place. Got it. Okay, so I do not want right now I don't think I need the. Okay, so now it's a question of, okay, so where, this is a really interesting puzzle. Okay. Now it's a question of, that takes a while. Now it's just playing here. Now that I finally figured out how to get my belongings over to the left, now I can actually make some progress playing with these two arrows. Now the problem is, if I do this, it's going to do that whole tennis thing. So I don't know. I don't think I can do that. So I mean, what more play can you really do here besides just put these things here and see what happens? And here's the thing. This. Okay. Oh shit. This is the weird thing. Okay. I think I know what it is. Well, but if it's that though, that's the thing. Okay, so I think what I need to do is block this off here, but then this isn't going to really work because check this out. That arrow already shoots. Okay, I'm just going to try something here. I don't think this is going to work, but it's the only option right now, so I got to play because I don't have anything else. Okay. This has got to be the right option. Now, one thing I can change out is I can change out the single box with a double long one. You guys, what's happening here? So we've got to get my belongings or something of this. Belongings have to somehow get pushed. Oh, this is such a cool puzzle because, like, I am making minuscule progress, but I still have no clue what it is. This arrow has to serve some type of pushing function, but then the problem is when it's like this, it just turns into the tennis game. It gets stuck. I'm gonna try doing the double one right now. I haven't played around with the double one yet. Okay, I'm so glad I figured out that first part. And I'm just like super motivated. What happens when I do the double one? So it stops there. I don't want it to stop there though. This isn't gonna work. Alright, whoa! Whoa! Okay, that didn't work, but it definitely led to something that can work. Now that I've actually seen a success in terms of getting a box over there, all I gotta think about is, okay, so how can I switch things out so it's for sure my belongings? So let's see what happened here. Oh, so the pushing block that pushes the box towards me, it falls off, and that's how you get it from. That's why there's two spaces in between this it's like the southernmost arrow, is that this allows for the northernmost one to perform its pushing function, but then the block that it uses to push doesn't get in the way. It fell off. Okay. So that's how that works. So now what I got to figure out. So what was happening here is. Okay. This is gonna freaking happen. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna solve this one. I think I'm gonna get it this time, since I got all the pieces starting to connect. This guy has to be here. Nah, I don't think this is gonna work yet, because it might work. It might work. Here we go. Come on! How can you... Okay, so I saw it happen once, but it was because I had a double long one there, and then there was one here. So there's something about a block here that was really important in making sure that this thing fell down. Because right now it's not falling down because there's nothing here impeding it. But it has to be a short one. Oh, I'm getting real close. Okay. If I could just stop it somehow. But then this thing would, yeah, it still wouldn't work. It would smack that. So this doesn't work. It can't be that. bathroom. Shoot, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Alright. Can do this. I got 15 minutes. I can solve this puzzle. I'm like at the very end. I'm at the very end here. Yeah, I feel like that's that. We can't really change that. So what I'm trying to figure out, I've been able to get some boxes over here to the fire. What I'm trying to figure out is how can I manipulate this area here so that it's my belongings I get over there. I'm feeling like it's a hard, this has to be here. And if that has to be here, then this has to be here. I've already done this. I've already done this thing. This is the closest I've gone, but it still doesn't work. See? So close. What? Okay, I believe that some things have to be a certain way, but let's see here. If I switch this single thing, see, this will happen. This is what will happen. If I switch the single thing with the double long oriented this way, it'll just create this tennis loop. But if I do it, the long way and put this single one here, I don't think it'll work either because it'll still have to do this just because that's what plays about is if I do it this way, it's still not going to work because this guy will not drop down. And so again, we're going to have the tennis loop. Just watch. Yeah. Okay. So as expected. So it just feels like this single one has to be here. I just gotta play with every possible permutation right now. I have to just do everything I can and just see what happens. Just play and then like right now my brain can't just like come up with the solution. She's not capable of doing that right now. So I just got to play and see what happens. Find clues via play. There we go, that didn't work. What happened here though? Okay, see how it fell. I need the fall thing to happen. Is it possible for the fall thing to happen with a single one? No, I can't imagine. It has to be this one. This is what pushes everything onto that thing. So, got to create a hard rule there. Like that's got to happen. Come on, come on, come on! What other possible? Let's see if I do something like this. This arrow is going to fire. God, I just want to get my guy on that so bad. Okay. The only other possible thing that I can think of is, but there's no way the southern arrow is going to hit my belongings. Like, there's no way I can get my belongings over for the southernmost arrow to hit it. It's going to shoot before my belongings can get over. It has to go through like 2 cycles before it can get over there. Oh, wait, but my belongings will have an arrow in it. So when it gets pushed, it'll get pushed into that. Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere here. And I can block this bad boy. This is it. This is freaking it. This is it! Check it out. 100% confidence it's gonna go. 100% confidence. I just solved the puzzle. First time trying with this new idea. 100% confident. Puzzle solved. Check it out. I play way too many puzzle games. Oh my god, this problem was just so cool. This problem was so amazing to solve that I've got to do it again. It was such a journey. I haven't felt this much excitement for solving a problem in a while. This really captured it, man. It was just, I went through so many iterations all over the place. I was all over the map on this one, just not quite knowing what to do, believing I had it, but then not, but then suddenly, like, it was points where I'm like, oh, but then, but then, oh, but then, man, but then, oh, and then just that final oh is like, oh, it just hit. It hit so hard. And then like that's just the journey. Like the puzzle itself is so cool. It's just so freaking cool. That's what makes it even better. And it's when that moment clicked, when I was like, oh, but if that single one is like with the arrow, it was like in that moment when I'm like, oh, but my belongings will have an arrow in it when it reaches this point. That's fine. It'll get stuck. When that clicked, man. Oh, that was just... It was two things, actually. It was that, and then it was... I knew as soon as I knew the arrow thing, I was like, oh, I can just stop this arrow from firing this double long one by placing this here, meaning this pillar is crucial. So, like, the design of this level was just amazing. Like, you had these pillars that initially communicated to you, you can only come over here once and you're screwed, and you can't bring any boxes over here to like create a bridge that you can then come back and forth. Nope. But then you're like, but is that like the puzzle? So you need to play around with this. You're like, oh shit. So you have to give up and you just accept that that's your reality. So you have to play around here. But then it turns out that the pillars themselves serve the puzzle. They're not just keep you from bringing boxes over here. They actually keep the puzzle. They actually make sure the puzzle happens. So it's this tightly designed puzzle. No fat, nothing. So as soon as I found out that the arrow in my belongings will be used as the same arrow to attach it to this one, and then I use knowledge that I gave from here by bringing this thing out and stops this arrow from shooting until this box is moved back. I use that exact same knowledge for this section here. It all clicked, and I went like this, and it was just like, boom! It was just so cool, just so damn cool.